No whining. I'm telling myself that as much as I am sharing this with you, but let me tell you where this comes from. It's Sergeant Joey Jones, United States Marine Corps, and I'll tell you about Joey in a minute, and I've met him several times, but I saw him this past Friday when I was in Dallas, Texas. Benchmark Mortgage has decided to embrace the boot campaign, the charity that I'm involved in a big way. The boot campaign benefits our returning heroes with both visible and invisible wounds, and as only Texans can do, they did it in a big way. And their kickoff event was called the Boot Shoot last Friday at the Dallas Gun Club, which is 600 acres of pretty much shooting heaven. And we went around for about 3 hours, and it was sort of a shooter's version of golf. You'd go around the 12 different stations and shoot shotguns in what are called sporting clays with 2 different clay pigeons going out. And then there was a big auction and great meal and concert and just a phenomenal event, and a lot of money was raised to help our veterans. And I saw Joey there, and Joey lost both of his legs above the knee in the War on Terror. And he's a young man, a young Marine sergeant, as I said, and he's chosen, rather than being a victim, to take what has happened to him and use it in a positive way and become an advocate. And he attends these events and golf tournaments and fundraisers and high visibility, and recently he's been on the Hill in Washington working there, and now he's going to Georgetown to get his degree. And the thing that struck me is, as a coach, very often we all have issues that we're facing, whether they're personal or professional, that really bring us down, and we get buried under that cloud of our stuff. And sometimes we just need to be shaken out of that with some perspective. And Joey is that for me, and I trust that he'll be that for you. So that as you start your day tomorrow, as you start your day, think about Sergeant Joey Jones and what he's gone through and what he goes through every day to start his day, to start his week, to move through all the little things that we take for granted every day. I want you to think about Joey and what can you do to dedicate this day to him. And probably the best way that I can describe that is through a friend of mine who's now in the mortgage business, but he's also a Navy SEAL. He's now active reserves. That's Andrew Paul in San Diego. And Andrew said, you know what? When you have an opportunity to thank a soldier for their service, one of the best ways that you can thank them is by doing what you do with excellence and without complaint. And Andrew, I want you to know that I'm listening to that, and that's the way that I'm going to make sure that I give back. And I hope that everyone that has viewed this video feels the same way. Let's do it for Joey.
Fast on a rough road, riding high through the mountains, climbing, twisting, turning further from my home. Young, like a new moon rising fierce through the rain and lightning, wandering out into this great unknown. And I don't want no one to cry, but telling